Skies are smoky right now, but when they're clear, it's not strange to see those vapor trails streaking the sky. Scientists say that they're not harmful, but some critics say they're chemicals that are dangerous to our health and the environment. News 4's Ashley Cullins talked with both sides and joins us now with more.
Locals gathered downtown to protest what they say is geo-engineering, an attempt to curb global warming by spraying chemicals into the air. News 4 talked to the protesters and the National Weather Service to find out if these seemingly common lines in the sky could be something more.
I hate to say this, but that's not water vapor.
Locals lined the street in front of the federal building to protest chemtrails, lines of vapor released by planes that scientists typically call contrails. National Weather Service meteorologist in charge John Middlestat explains.
It's a condensation trail that forms behind a jet due to the jet exhaust mixing with moisture in the atmosphere.
Middlestat says it's similar to how you can see car exhaust on a cold day. But protesters like Daniel Sion say there are more than just contrails in the sky.
Do chemtrails look any different than the typical vapor trails left behind by jets?
Absolutely. They look very different because they stay for hours at a time. They fan out and cover the entire city.
A contrail does not stick around. It doesn't stay in the air.
Middlestat says how quickly a contrail evaporates depends on atmospheric conditions, and it can be anywhere from immediately to a couple of hours later.
They will, under the right conditions, spread across through the sky. At times it can cause a cooling effect because it is a cloud just like any other cloud.
But this group says they're not just like any other cloud.
It's a toxic cocktail of aluminum, barium, and strontium.
They call it weather modification, which they're trying to make it seem like a good thing.
Sion says he's found proof through the U.S. Patent Office that this technology exists.
To create artificial clouds of aluminum for solar radiation management. That's what it's purported to be.
He says some people take this idea too far, and he just wants answers, no matter if they prove him right or wrong.
People tend to get worked up. They tend to bring in a lot of political ties. We need to start with the facts. We need to start with scientific observation.
News 4 checked into that patent. It was filed in 1990 by Hughes Aircraft Company, which was originally an aerospace and defense contractor. It is summarized as a method of reducing global warming by introducing oxides into the atmosphere. At the time it was filed, the company was owned by General Motors. Now, Hughes Aircraft is owned by Raytheon, another defense contractor. News 4 will follow up with Raytheon to find out if and how this patent is being used.